Hello my dear students, welcome back in science classes. I am Japit Kaur, your science teacher. Dear students, in this video, we will start the revision of chapter number 2. Okay, so that is plants living and surviving. So in this chapter, we will learn about the plants, that how they live and how they survive. Okay, so you have seen that there are the different varieties of the plants, and some plants grow on the land, some plants grow on the mountains, some plants grow in water. So on the basis of the different plants that grow on in the different areas, okay, so they have divided into two groups. Okay, the classification has been done of the plants. First is the terrestrial plant and the second is the aquatic plants. Okay, now what are the terrestrial plants? Terrestrial plants are those plants that grow on land. Okay, and the aquatic plants are those plants that grow in water. So again the terrestrial plant is divided into the subgroups. Okay, means some of the terrestrial plants that grow in the plain areas, some of the terrestrial plants that grow in the hilly areas, some of the terrestrial plants that grow in the hot and the damp places, and some of the terrestrial plants that grow in the deserted areas. Okay, so the first is the plant that grow in the plain areas. So these are those plants with many branches and many leaves. Okay, the plants that grow in the plain areas, they are having many branches and many leaves. Okay, and during the winter season, they shed out their all the leaves. Okay, in summer seasons they can easily grow, but in the winter season they shed off all their leaves, and that's why they are also known as the deciduous trees. Okay, so the plants that grow in the plain areas are also known as the deciduous trees. Why? Because in the winter season they shed off their all the leaves. Okay, and in the summer season the new leaves grows. Okay, so that is why they are known as the deciduous trees. And why they shed off their leaves in the winter season? Because to protect themselves from the winters. Okay, and what are the examples of it? The first is peepal, babul and mango trees. Okay, so these are the examples of the trees that grow in plain areas. Okay, now the next is the trees that grow in hilly areas. So the trees that grows in the hills, okay, in the hilly areas such as the Himachal Pradesh, okay, the Kashmir, Ooty, Mussoorie. So these are the hilly areas where the plants grows. So the plants that grows in these areas, in the hilly areas, their shapes and the size are also different. Okay, they are tall in size, okay, and their leaves are needle in shape, okay, needle shaped leaves they are having, and they are conical in shape also, okay, and their branches are also stiff. Okay, their branches are also stiff. Why? Because whenever the snowfall takes place, so all the snows get off from the tree. ठीक है, जो भी snowfall होता है वो trees में से नीचे गिर जाएं. So that's why their shapes are different. Okay, now example of the trees that grow in the hilly areas are the pine tree, the fir tree. Okay, and instead of the flower they are having the cones. Okay, in place of the flower they are having the cones. And now the next sub-classification of the terrestrial plant is the plants that grows in the hot and the damp places. So there are the places where the temperature is very high, okay, and the damp places where the water is there, okay. So the plants that grow in the hot and the damp places means nearby the sea. Damp places means you can also say that nearby the sea, okay. They are tall in size and their leaves are big, okay. And for example of such kind of the plants are the rubber plant, cotton plant, okay, coconut tree. So these are the few examples of the plants that grow in the hot and the damp places, okay. And they do not shed off their leaves also, so they are also known as evergreen plants. And the plants that grow in the hilly areas, they are also known as evergreen plants, okay. Now the next is the plant that grow in the desert places. So the example of the plant that grow in the desert places is the cactus, okay. Cactus is a very good example of it, and in place of the leaves, the cactus is having spines or the thorns, okay. The thorns and the spines, it is an modification of the leaf, okay. The leaf has been modified into spines and the thorns, okay, which reduces the evaporation of the water from the cactus plant, okay. जो थॉर्न्स हैं कैक्टस में वो क्या करते हैं, उनका जो फंक्शन होता है कि जो इवेपोरेशन का जो प्रोसेस है वाटर का फ्रॉम द प्लांट, उसको क्या करते हैं, रिड्यूस करते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई द वाटर इज स्टोर्ड इन कैक्टस प्लांट एंड इट कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड बाय द प्लांट, ओके. एंड one of the most important feature of the characteristic of the cactus plant is it needs a very little amount of the water, okay, and its root is also very deep into the soil, okay. From the soil, the deep into the soil, they absorb the water, and that's why if we in our houses we have planted the cactus plant, and if we water the less amount, okay, if we give it the less amount of the water, then also easily it grows and it stays green, okay. And now the next is the aquatic plants. What are the aquatic plants? Aquatic plants are those plants that grows in water, okay. What are the aquatic plants? Aquatic plants are those plants which grow in water. So aquatic plants are of three types. First is floating plant, second is fixed plant, third is underwater plant, okay. Now let's see what is floating plant. Floating plant are those plants which float on the surface of the water. Floating plants are those plants which float freely on the surface of the water are known as the floating plant. What are the example of it? The example is the duckweed. Duckweed is a good example of the floating plant, okay. Now the next is fixed plant. What are the fixed plant? Fixed plant are those plants which remains fixed in water, okay, from the bottom side. What are the fixed plant? Fixed plant are those plants that remain fixed in water from the bottom, and their stems are hollow and they are having big leaves. For example, lotus and lily, okay. What is the example? What are the examples of the fixed plant? That is lotus and lily. Now the third one is underwater plant. What are the underwater plants? These are those plants that grow under the water, okay, that grows deep into the water are known as underwater plants, and it also purifies the water, okay. It increases the level of the oxygen, okay. So, what are the example of the underwater plant? First, that is hydrilla and tape grass. Okay, what are the example of underwater plant? Hydrilla and tape grass. Okay, now there are some unusual plants. Okay, all the plants you have seen, you know that I have also explained you that they carried out the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and it is a process of making food by the plant. But some of the plants are there that eats insects. Yes, some of the plants are there that eat the insects, and they are known as the insectivorous. Okay, what are the insectivorous? The plants that eat insects are known as insectivorous plant. Okay, what are the example of it? That is pitcher plant, okay, and the Venus trap. Okay, the pitcher plant or the Venus flytrap. Okay, now the next is what are the uses of the grasses. Okay, some plants are there that belongs to the grass family, like wheat, jowar, okay, and the grasses are there. So all this belongs to a grass family. Okay. So here are the some uses of the grasses. The grass plants provide food for human beings and animals. Rice, wheat, jowar and bajra are obtained from plants of grass family. Okay, so the grass plants, they are providing food to us, okay, in the form of rice, wheat, jowar and bajra. Bamboo is a useful grass plant which is used to make huts, baskets, chairs, mats, toys, brooms, etc. So you have seen the various furnitures that are made from the bamboo tree. Okay, so the bamboo plant and the baskets, the different chairs, okay, and the brooms, toys and the mats, everything is made by the bamboo, and the bamboo belongs to a grass family. Grass is used for packing. So you have seen the glass materials, okay, they are packed from grass, okay, to protect them. Next is some plants of grass family are used to prepare medicines, okay, like the mint, okay, and turmeric, aloe vera. These are used to make the medicines. Now the paper was first made from grass, called papyrus. So it is a name of a grass. Okay, what is the name of a grass? That is papyrus. And firstly the paper was made by this grass, okay, by the people of Egypt. That is why it is called paper, okay, from the papyrus, that is why it is called as paper. Now the next is the roots of grass plants are also used to conserve the soils. Okay, the root of the grass plants, they conserve the soil. How? Because the root of these grass plants hold the soil. Okay, so the roots of the grass plant are also used to conserve the soil. So dear student, the revision of chapter number 2 is completed. If you like today's lecture, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. In the next video, we will do the revision of chapter number 3. So till then, keep learning, stay safe and stay healthy.